time last year, I never expected it to amount to much. I'm very pleased that I managed to get this position because it was a real pleasure heading such a brilliant bunch of guys. That, and not only did the title help me upgrade on my CV, but I managed to make a tidy profit on the readout as well. When I sat down to write this speech, I needed to figure out what approach I would take. Thought to myself, do I make it nostalgic and sentimental, so everyone cries? Or do I just count on Sam's crying to compensate for it? Do I single out a few individuals to embarrass? Or do I just wait till Jack to do that all to myself? Do I ask McCabe for some funny stories or include some of the interesting things he's been up to over the past 6 years? Or do I really want to lie to everyone? Maybe I could include a piece on the Senior Cup campaign this year. 20 weeks of training, 40 early morning gym sessions, 6 fitnesses, 6 physicals, 12 Killiney hill runs, 3,000 sit-ups, 5,000 press-ups, 47 points to Black Rock. Thought about asking Mark for some rhymes and raps to help the speech flow, but Mr. Naggs is a great business teacher. And a good friend to all of his students. I think his strongest attribute as a teacher are his examples he gives when describing things in business class, such as advertising and marketing. But for some reason, it's usually either Mars bars, Coca-Cola, McDonald's, or Burger King. I've yet to figure out exactly why. There are many true blues in our year. That is people who have been with the school since junior infants and have stayed with the school right up to the very end. When added up, it's 14 years. Except for Jack Dawson, who's managed to be in the school for 15 years. He unfortunately couldn't pass his junior infants exams. Ian Mullen, Gary Featherstone, Robert Blood, John Murray, David Hines, Alex Lynch, Paul Taylor, Jake Brown, David Carney, Brian Kelleher, Dara Jones, and Conor Looney. I hope I haven't forgotten anyone there, but they were all true blues as well, and I think they all deserve a round of applause. Andrew Walsh would have been a true blue, but he got lost on his way to school for 2 weeks and ended up in Black Rock. Or maybe he was in the bush outside Cloud's house. No, every day when you arrive in school, you can see Andy Skean walking around in his dressing gown, reading a copy of the Metro, very cranky looking on his face. This is probably due to the fact that he's lost his 3rd junior cup final in a row this year, or Tony's turned the hot water up from the pavilion again. Ian Tuffy. Ian Tuffy has earned himself the nickname Mr. Sneer over the last 2 years. It's quite obvious why he's called this when you actually know what a sneer is. A sneer is a person or a thing who lurks around in shadows listening into everything. They can be commonly found in caves, under bridges, or in their own self-made lair. And their favourite foods are weeds and mushrooms. Tuffy has told me to say that he's very grateful to have had the opportunity to be the first ever educated sneer here today. I think Ian deserves a round of applause as well. Simon Balfe has a great talent in the art of jam making and basket weaving. He's fortunate to have found such useful skills, considering the fact that he only does 3 subjects. Since we graduated around mid-January. students will face in college is trying to look old. I, for one, feel quite sorry for Barry Loughlin and Michael Harness, who both still can't reach the top locker in the common rooms. I just thought it would be nice to say to them that we'll be all supporting them through their college quest to grow in character and in height. There's up to that. I was chatting with my dad the other day about the word optimism, and he told me the story that I'd like to share with you now. A family had twin boys whose only resemblance to each other was their looks. If one felt it was too hot, the other thought it was too cold. If one said the TV was too loud, the other claimed the volume needed to be turned down. Opposite in every way, one was an eternal optimist, the other a doom and gloom pessimist. Just to see what would happen one day on the twins' birthday, their father loaded the pessimistic twins' room with every imaginable toy and game. The optimist's room he loaded with horse manure. That night, the father passed by the pessimist's room and found him sitting amid his new gifts, crying bitterly. "Why are you crying?" the father asked. "Because my friends will be jealous. I'll have to read all these instructions before I can do anything with them. I'll constantly need batteries, and my toys will eventually get broken," answered the pessimistic twin. Passing the optimistic twin's room, the father found him dancing for joy in a pile of manure. "What are you so happy about?" he asked. To which his optimistic twin replied, "There's got to be a pony in here somewhere." I look at our school as a great school with a wonderful history, magnificent traditions, proud of its past and with a very bright future. Our school teaches you to mutually trust and respect each other, achieve individual aspirations, and get on with life with social compassion and helping others. It's hard to describe the emotions that surround a graduation day, and I came across a poem which I hope summed up the feeling of our year. Tonight a curtain closes, and we take a final bow to all the years we have spent, which are slowly ending now. But let time stop this evening for just an hour or two, as we recall the memories that seem right now too few. Gathered all together, we will not say goodbye, for the thoughts that will always prevail, and memories that will never die. Thank you to all our parents who have been by our side through thick and thin, and a special mention to the parents who can't be with us today, but are all in our thoughts. Thank you to all the teaching staff here at St. Michael's, who have given us the best platform to go on in life. Thanks to Miss Murray and Mr. Kelleher, who have always treated us like adults, even when our actions suggested otherwise. And a special thanks to Mr. Coakley, who never had to raise his voice once throughout the year. He managed to gain every student's respect instantly. It was a fantastic year. It's all a bit surreal, the fact that we are now finished our schooling days and headed to a good, long, well-earned break this summer, and then hopefully for us all, the right course in our chosen college. I'd like to finish up my speech with these few words, and to be honest, if we stick with them, I for one don't think we'll go too far wrong. Watch your thoughts, they become your words. Watch your words, they become your actions. Watch your actions, they become your habits. Watch your habits, they become your character. Watch your character, it becomes your destiny. And with that last thought, on behalf of the class of 2009, we bid St. Michael's a fond farewell.